Hey guys, sorry, so I'm going to do a little bit of a reverse smoky eye today so you can kind of see it up close here. So I'm going to start off today with 95 under eye concealer. So this guy here is amazing for underneath the eyes, just to brighten up and plump up underneath. So I'm going to use a 4SS brush, which is this fluffy fella here. So I'm going to work it in underneath the eyes. I'm also going to use this guy as my eyeshadow primer base, so I'm just going to buff a little bit onto the lid as well.
We'll be on till morn, then we rinse and repeat, and it just goes on. Time to make the club go up, time to shut.
So once I've that worked in, I'm going to use a matte cream shadows, which is number 351 from Inglot, and I'm just going to set the shadow here, and I'm going to start off the reverse smoky eye. This here is 351, so I'm going to use the 6SS fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to set that. And next, what I like to do is normally do my brows next, so it gives me a little bit of a guideline to how much space I can work with underneath. So I always use the Inglot brow gel, so number 20 is my favourite, it's quite nice and dark. So I'm going to use that colour here, and I'm just going to use a little bit of an angle brush just to give a nice little shape. So I always start underneath, I draw up the line underneath, and then what I do is I copy it on top and usually extend the arch up and out a little bit. So once I have the brow done, I'm going to start off these reverse smoky. So I'm going to use a little bit of 64 blush. This is a nice kind of raspberry kind of tone. I'm going to use 6SS blending brush again. I'm going to just work in around the tear duct. So I'm just using the 6SS and the 64 blush, just working that into the tear duct.
So loud that my ears pop, we can't turn back now. What is the turn down? To the club we go. So what, the song comes up, and it just goes on.
So now I'm going to move on and use 329, which is a matte brown shadow, which is this guy here. And I'm going to use my 10S brush, which is a little bit smaller, I have a little bit more precision with it. And I'm going to work that into the tear duct as well, just to build up a little bit of depth. Now I'm going to darken it up a little bit more, so I'm going to get 63, which is matte black shadow, this guy here. And I'm going to use my 13P brush, so I'm just going to pack on a little bit more shadow to add a little bit more definition. Make it a little bit darker.
Time to make the club go.
Now, so I'm going to get a little bit of 124 blush, which is a darker raspberry again. And I'm just going to blend those guys together using the 124.
Up, time to shut this bitch down. This is not how I woke up, but it's how I look now. If you leave with me.
So now I'm going to go do a little bit of weave liner, which is quite difficult to do on camera, but we'll give it a lash. So I'm just going to use some 77 gel liner. I'm going to use a lip brush, which is number 12S from Inglot as well.
Time to make the club go up. Time to shut this bitch down. This is not how I woke up, but it's how I look now. If you leave with me, we'll be on till morn. Then we rinse and repeat, and it just goes on. Time to make the club go up. Time to shut this bitch down.
I'm just going to grab a little bit of Jurline here, which is a little serum. It's amazing for like sharpening up things, applying your pigments, glitters, etc. So I'm just going to use a little bit on my flat concealer brush and attempt to sharpen up this line.
This is not how I woke up, but it's how I look now. If you leave with me, we'll be on to.
Now, so I'm going to get a little bit of the 351, which is a matte cream colour, and I'm going to pop that up in the brow bone as well, just to highlight.
Then we rinse and repeat, and it just goes.
For the tear duct, I have a little bit of the pinky purpley sparkly stuff there. So that guy is here, so it's number 53 Body Sparkles. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Jurline to tack it on and apply it to the tear duct.
Time to make the club go up. Time to shut this bitch down.
So I just pressed on a little bit of Jurline, just with like a flat concealer brush again. And now I'm going to use the same brush to apply some pigment.
But it's how I look now. If you leave with me, we'll be on till morn. Then we rinse and repeat.
So that's your little bit of pigment in the corner. So I just popped on my lashes there, so the glue is still drying a little bit, so while that's drying I'm just going to go ahead and do my skin. So I'm going to start off with the Inglot HD, number 77 is the shade I normally use. So I'm just using the 4SS brush, so I'm just going to buff that all over the skin.
and it just goes on.
So just a little bit of contour on my skin here and up on my forehead using 507 contour. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of highlight of my cheekbones. I'm going to use Sparkle Dust number 3 and I'm going to use my fan brush to apply it. So just dusting up along here. Now, so that is the complete look. So you have your reverse smoky eye. So I'll post up a full product list later, so it is all Inkblot as usual. I'm obsessed. If you guys have any questions, you can find me on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook as well. Thanks a million for watching. Bye!
Time to make the club go up. Time to make the club go up. Time to make the club